Imagine this, the co-founder of Crocs called his own product ugly when he first saw it, yet somehow, those same rubber-like clogs created a multi-billion-dollar company, became a cultural phenomenon, and even graced the runways of Paris Fashion Week. Today, Crocs is one of the most recognizable footwear brands in the world, whether you love them or hate them. But how did three founders with zero experience in footwear build one of the most successful shoe companies of all time? This is the surprising and untold story of Crocs. In 2002, Lyndon Hansen wasn't at his best. After separating from his wife, sleeping on a friend's couch, losing his job in computer hardware marketing, and losing his mother to cancer, Lyndon was struggling. But his two longtime friends, George Bodecker and Scott Siemens, had an idea to cheer him up, a sailing trip across the Caribbean to clear his head. Little did they know, that trip would completely change their lives. During their sailing adventure, Scott introduced Lyndon and George to a pair of clogs he had been experimenting with. He had discovered a similar product while on a business trip to Canada, waterproof lightweight resin clogs originally made by Foam Creations Inc. These shoes were odor-resistant, slip-resistant, and molded perfectly to the foot, ideal for use on boats. Scott made a simple modification, he added a backstrap for extra security. Though Scott was excited about the product, Lyndon and George initially didn't believe in it. Their first reaction? These are ugly. But after wearing them during the trip, they saw their potential. The shoes were incredibly comfortable, versatile, and perfect for activities on both land and water. And so Crocs was born, a name inspired by crocodiles, creatures that thrive in both environments. The three friends had business backgrounds, but none of them knew anything about the footwear market. That didn't stop them, they split responsibilities. Lyndon developed the distribution plan for Crocs in the US. Scott continued refining the product. Meanwhile, George, a businessman who owned over 100 Domino's franchises, provided the initial investment capital to kickstart the venture. They set up shop in Boulder, Colorado, and ordered their first shipment from Foam Creations. But now came the real challenge. How would they get people to buy these strange-looking shoes? Their initial idea? Focus on boat owners, who they knew would appreciate the comfort and utility of Crocs. In 2002, they attended a boat show in Florida, where they set up a booth and showcased the shoes. Their approach? Literally, throwing the clogs at passersby. Yes, throwing them! When people called the shoes ugly, the co-founders simply replied, "Try them on." And it worked. That day, they sold 200 pairs of Crocs, and sparked interest among people outside their original target audience. Workers in industries like healthcare, restaurants, and kitchens began seeing the potential of Crocs as comfortable, durable footwear for standing long hours. At this point, the founders realized they'd tapped into a unique niche, combining practicality, comfort, and novelty in a way the market hadn't yet seen. By 2003, Crocs had sold over 76,000 pairs, and between 2005 and 2006, their revenue grew an astounding 226%. Several moves were key to their early success, including, first, acquiring Foam Creations. This gave Crocs exclusive rights to the resin material used in the shoes called Crosslite. Second, innovative distribution. Instead of forcing retailers to buy Crocs in bulk, the company allowed stores to purchase just 24 pairs and replenish inventory based on demand. This lowered risk for retailers, encouraging more stores of all sizes to carry Crocs. Even with critics calling them a passing fad, Crocs continued to grow rapidly. In 2006, they went public on the stock market with an IPO that raised $239 million, setting a record for footwear companies at the time. Their market value hit over $1 billion. But behind the scenes, things weren't always smooth for Crocs. Rapid growth brought immense pressure, and the co-founders worked around the clock to keep up with expansion. In 2006, cracks began to show when George Bodecker, one of the co-founders, caused company turmoil with erratic behavior. After several controversial incidents, he was removed from the board of directors and distanced from Crocs entirely. To make matters worse, during the 2008 financial crisis, Crocs faced major challenges. Sales plummeted as consumers cut back on spending, competitors claimed their Crosslite material violated patents, and critics questioned whether Crocs was just a fad. Between 2008 and 2018, the company struggled to find its footing. Excess inventory and inconsistent demand left them treading water, but that wasn't the end of the story. Crocs made a brilliant comeback fueled by smart marketing campaigns and celebrity partnerships. By embracing their unique and polarizing identity, Crocs successfully turned their reputation for being ugly into a quirky selling point. Collaborations with celebrities like Justin Bieber and Post Malone, along with bold campaigns highlighting creativity and individuality, reshaped their image. They even partnered with luxury brands like Balenciaga, creating custom platform Crocs worn on Paris runways. These collaborations generated major publicity and emphasized the cultural relevance of Crocs. Surprisingly, the COVID-19 pandemic also proved beneficial for Crocs. As consumers shifted toward comfort and casual wear, Crocs achieved record-breaking $2.3 billion in revenue in 2021, with stock values surging by over 300%. Their focus on e-commerce and personalization ensured they adapted quickly and capitalized on demand. From humble beginnings to billion-dollar success, Crocs teaches us that standing out, no matter how unconventional, can be a powerful business strategy. The main lessons from the Crocs story include: tap into a niche. Crocs found an untapped market by combining comfort and practicality, adapt to challenges, whether through innovations in distribution or brand reinvention. Crocs embraced change and kept pushing forward, and lean into your uniqueness. Instead of trying to appeal to everyone, Crocs leaned into their quirky and polarizing identity, making them a symbol of bold individuality. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Crocs succeeded because of their ugly design or despite it? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the surprising story of Crocs, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.